Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is BBSP. I'm back with another video. You know what I mean? And I meant to touch on this situation happening up in New York City with the mayor Eric Adams and this soft shoeing ass and shucking and jiving, basically giving a pass to all these murderous cops up here in New York City who are killing our folks, our people, and everything. And he got his head caught in the sand, but that's not the main thing. That's that it's a gripe. Thing about it is this whole Daniel Penny, Jordan Neeley situation really struck a nerve with me, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people saying that Daniel Penny was just trying to defend himself and Jordan Neeley was in the wrong, but I seen the video, okay? And for me, it's like you have a man down in a chokehold for like damn near 15 minutes, and people are actually out here trying to make an excuse for this Peckerwood, this white supremacist who had murderous intentions, right? But yet, you got people out here giving him the pass, which is no surprise. You know, majority of these European people in this country, just so-called Americans disguised as Europeans, right? And for me, it's like, okay, you got the shucking and jiving Eric Adams. You know what I mean? This soft shoeing, shucking and jiving Eric Adams, who basically his head is caught in the sand as far as Jordan Neely is concerned. But yet, you give a pass to these murderous cops here in New York City, you know what I mean? And it's been going on for decades with these cops here in New York, you know what I mean? So, Jordan Neely isn't the first victim of this of an unjust system, especially in New York City. Seems like to me in New York, a lot of crackers, a lot of peckerwoods, a lot of white supremacists can get away with murder and nothing happens to them, you know? So it's like, for me, it's like, okay, we know what time it is with this, and especially with this Jordan Neely situation. A man who was unjustly murdered, a man who wasn't bothering nobody, but yet Daniel Penny, because of his elitism and his race, felt like he can just go and take this man's life. Now, I don't know that it's just the situation, but it seems like to me, like, you got the mayor out here with his head in the sand, just shucking and jiving out here, you know what I mean? And just selling out, basically only cares for his reputation as the mayor of New York, you know? And for me, it's like, you see what the fuck happened. You see what the hell happened. A man murdered this, Daniel Penny murdered Jordan Neely in cold blood. The video's out there. See it. It's concrete. But yet, Eric Adams basically, like I said again, his head is condescending and basically did everything to give Daniel Penny a pass, you know? And for me, it's like, it's bullshit, you know what I mean? A lot of people of color in New York, people of color in NYC, New York, especially in that area, going through a whole lot of bullshit as far as racial tension, you know? A whole lot of racial tension going on out there, you know what I mean? Just look at the situation with Sean Bell way back in 2008. There have been others that have happened, you know, as far as like unjustly murder by a Peckerwood, you know, in the city, you know, and cops give him a pass, you know. Matter of fact, Sean Bell was murdered by cops, but yet the New York judicial system gave those cops a pass, saying it was a self-defense. Same with this Daniel Penny character. You know, I mean, this Daniel Penny dude, man. It's like, for me, it's like they gave him a pass for choking a man out, basically choking a man out. Okay, and they so-called put him on trial, and they found him not guilty. This is basically unjust. This is just like martial law, you know what I mean, right now, man. It's open season on everybody, you know, because somebody like Daniel Penny feels like if he can get away with this shit, right, he can get away with any damn thing, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you know, there wasn't no remorse, no sorrow, none of that shit. None of that shit. You know what I mean? Hey, I tell you what, we won't be hearing the last of Daniel Penny and shit. I tell you that much. Basically, the guy got off with cold-blooded murder, man. Basically, the guy got off with cold-blooded murder. Just imagine if Daniel Penny was the other color, right? They would they threw away the key, locked him under the jail, because we know why and everything, man. You know, we know why. But yeah, I was shucking and jiving, the shucking and jiving, sob shoeing Mayor Eric Adams. He's his head in the sand, you know what I mean, and oblivious to the whole situation. Basically excusing Daniel Jones and wanted to blame Jordan Neeley for being homeless, saying the homeless attack people. There have been home attacks by the homeless on regular citizens over the course of several decades. Well, like I said, Eric Adams is a shucking and jiving coon, okay? He got that position because he sucked up to all of these white supremacists in the political field, right? And if Eric Adams had an outlook to look out for his own people, to look out for people of color, he wouldn't be mayor of New York City. Just to look at the history of the mayor of New York City, right? Giuliani, who else? I keep forgetting the mayors of New York, right? The past New York mayors, but I'm pretty sure they've all been white supremacists or one of these uppity white supremacists. You know, the one guy that was legit, the one guy that was stood up for something, David Dinkins. He didn't even last long. You know, but this guy Daniel Penny, man, just the way he looked like one of these uppity white supremacists, man. Looked like he I wouldn't be surprised if this one is first victim, straight up, because just looking at this Peckerwood, you can tell something is off about this dude, man. You know, but somebody needs to hold Eric Adams accountable for this shit. My thoughts and prayers go out to Jordan Neeley. You know, they're getting fucked over. They're getting fucked over, right? And you won't be hearing the last from Daniel Penny, straight up. I could tell he's one of these undercover uppity white supremacists that live in the Hamptons or live in the suburbs. You know, don't be surprised, don't be shocked if we hear another incident from this Peckerwood racist, you know. And I feel for the people of color out there that in New York City, man, because the law enforcement out there, it's clear as day, it's a bias that's going on. It's favoritism towards these Europeans disguised as white Caucasians. Not only them, you know, they get passed to a lot of immigrants, you know, just like that incident with the one Hispanic shot the African American dude, the young African American dude. Raw status should tell me. Somebody give me some more information on that, because there was a Hispanic dude that shot an African American male, right? Raw Status, shout out to him. If you out there, let me know more about that situation, man. And yeah, that's it. The New York City law enforcement, they're undercover. They're an undercover racist group, and the judicial system in New York City is a joke, straight up. But let me know what y'all think, and I'm gonna hit y'all up later on in the day. Later.